greater spotlight on some of the details that you have to be good at, that Caitlin could cover up with her incredible skill, her range, the way she creates space.
Hello and welcome back. I hope you're doing well because today's video is one you definitely won't want to miss. So make sure you stay with me until the very end. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Now, let's jump right into today's story. She didn't make a public statement. There was no press release, no warning, and not even a post on social media. With only one person by her side, Caitlin Clark quietly walked into the private Nike studio. It wasn't her coach, her agent, or even her parents. The only person with her was Sophie Cunningham. If you're enjoying this content, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 90% of the people watching still haven't subscribed, which is surprising because it's completely free and only takes a second. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. You're truly appreciated. Now, let's get back to the video.
Is, you know what I mean? And like, I get it to a certain extent, and like every rookie coming into the league, that's how you're going to treat them. But there's just more.
What happened next was not just historic. It was emotional, personal, and unlike anything basketball had ever seen before. A rookie gave away part of her $25 million empire on live television without showing a moment of hesitation. And the WNBA will never be the same again. Hit like if you are watching someone play chess while the rest of the world is still playing checkers. Hit subscribe because Caitlin Clark is not just changing the league. She is rewriting the rules of power. Ever since her days at Iowa, Nike had been watching Caitlin Clark very closely.
In your career, you got to match up against other Nike hoopers. Do you have a favorite matchup?
You're gonna get me in trouble. Honestly, like I'll just say D, because she's such an icon in our sport and has been in the game for so long. You know, getting to share the court with her was pretty fun, and you just see her competitive spirit, even though you're not on her team. Like you can just
resources Nike puts behind Caitlin Clark now that we're going to start getting some of her merchandise coming out, and fans are indeed excited. I miss my GOAT playing. Gonna go ham on this commercial. I thought it was a nice commercial myself. Where is her own shoe? We're waiting on that. We are waiting on that. Wow. Y'all must have a fever or something. Oh, what a great double play on words.
When she scored 40 points on national television, Nike took notice. When she packed arenas that even some NBA teams could not fill, the deal was approved. And when she signed the $25 million contract, the biggest in WNBA history, Nike believed the story was finished. Caitlin would be the only face of the brand. But Caitlin had different plans because she never wanted to build her legacy by herself. 1 week before the Nike campaign launched, she quietly made a phone call. She returned to Nike with one request: a single gold box holding a sneaker that had not yet been released, featuring white and gold details, the word legacy stitched on the tongue, and initials that included not only hers, but Sophie Cunningham's as well. Nike hesitated because that was not how signature deals usually worked. But Caitlin stood by her decision. She told them she had not reached that point alone, and she was not going to stay there alone. So Nike agreed. On the day of the photo shoot, with cameras rolling and lights shining, Caitlin opened the box, looked at Sophie, and simply said, "This is ours." She shared the spotlight with Sophie. No WNBA player had ever done something like that before. Sophie is not the league's biggest star, and she is not the loudest voice, but she is one of its toughest competitors. She has spent years battling through hard fouls, tough hits, and trash talk without ever backing down.
This is a preseason game where Clark is not available, and yet you probably
one that doesn't include 10 other people. All right, now let's go show you something else. So the shoe goes on sale today, or was it today? It sold out in minutes. And I want to show you something right here. Just so you can, just a reminder, so you remember who the cash cow is, who the box office attraction is. You got to remember this. So remember, if you're not familiar, they have something called GOAT. GOAT is a secondhand market for sneakers. And this is their website. And if you see the shoes on here, It's right here. Caitlin Clark.
When Kate was
Caitlin
hurt,
Clark.
and our offense was clicking, but now we have to have a new offense when she's in there because she just brings that much to the game, and so we have to adjust. And I think all of us just want it now. We know what the potential of this team can be, but we can't think about that. You really have to take day to day, and stuff that worked here, we need to carry it over to tomorrow's game. We have a lot of games coming up, and I think like 7 days or whatnot, and so it's mentally making sure that we're good.
Commercial since she's entered the WNBA. I know she's made a cameo here. She's made a cameo there. She was featured as part of this rollout here, featured as part of this rollout there. But is this our first official Caitlin Clark solo commercial since she has joined the WNBA? And as well, WNBA ratings from this past week in non-Caitlin Clark games on NBA TV have been
Nike situation. Now we know Caitlin Clark got some shoes that is set to be released tomorrow. That is a PE Kobe Bryant shoe, bruh. Yes, Caitlin Clark got her own signature PEs with Kobe Bryant and Nike. Now, one thing about it is there's another shoe that is set to—
When Caitlin Clark entered the league and faced criticism, boos, and physical play, Sophie was there beside her. She stood up for Caitlin when others would not. She spoke out even when it was not the easy or popular choice. She accepted fines while defending Caitlin, and Caitlin never forgot it. She didn't have to stand up for me, Caitlin once said, but she did, and that's exactly who I want by my side.
You talk to Sophie Cunningham and she'll say, I'm trying to wrap her up, but I do think that's what she was intending. She got her hands up there and deserved a flagrant foul, but all of this is stemming from what we saw.
That gold box was more than just a gift. It was Caitlin's way of saying thank you. The video spread within hours, and social media quickly exploded. Aya Wilson posted a single emoji. Angel Reese started a live stream. Inside the Indiana Fever locker room, there was silence before players began to cry. They were not disappointed. They were inspired. She didn't just share the moment, one teammate said. She shared everything that came with it. Who does that? That day, Caitlin did more than sign a contract. She sent a message that power, loyalty, and respect are meant to be shared. Nike was reportedly already working behind the scenes. The legacy line had been approved. Every year, Caitlin would reportedly choose one player, not simply a friend or teammate, but someone she believed truly earned it. One box, one collaboration, one reveal every year. This was presented as more than a brand deal. It was the beginning of something much bigger. According to the story, this kind of circle had never existed in the WNBA before, and Caitlin Clark created it. The first name written in gold was Sophie. The WNBA is a tough league. Rookies face hard fouls, intense rivalries, loud crowds, and constant criticism. But what Caitlin Clark reportedly did reminded everyone of something bigger. The people who stand by you deserve your support in return. As you rise, you help others rise with you. The WNBA is no longer only about points. It is also about making an impact. With one gesture and one gold box, Caitlin Clark showed she is more than just one of the league's biggest stars. If this story inspires you, remember that real greatness comes from giving, not just receiving. Please like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments who you think Caitlin should choose for the next gold box, because according to this story, this journey is only beginning. As this story comes to an end, one thing is worth remembering. In sports, the biggest moments do not always happen during the game. Sometimes the moments fans remember most happen away from the court, where character matters more than statistics and respect means more than any trophy. Throughout her career, Caitlin Clark has been praised for her scoring, court vision, and fearless confidence. Those qualities have made her one of basketball's brightest young stars. But every athlete eventually reaches a point where people stop judging them only by points and victories and begin asking bigger questions. What kind of teammate are you? What kind of leader do you want to become? What legacy will you leave behind after the final buzzer? Those are the questions that define truly great careers. The story shared today has created plenty of discussion among basketball fans. Some believe it shows that success means more when it helps others. Others see it as proof that standing beside the people who supported you matters most. Whatever your opinion may be, loyalty, trust, and respect remain the foundation of every championship team. Those qualities cannot be measured by scoreboards, television ratings, endorsement deals, or social media trends. They are built through actions, consistency, and being there for one another when it matters most. The WNBA continues to grow every season. More fans are discovering the league. Arenas are becoming louder, television audiences continue to increase, and more young athletes dream of playing professional basketball than ever before. That growth belongs to many talented players who have helped raise the game through the years. Every generation has added something important, and every star has written another chapter in the league's history. Competition will always be part of sports. Rivalries will continue, and passionate fan debates will never disappear. But the game is strongest when great players inspire each other to reach even higher levels. As fans, it is also important to separate inspiring stories from confirmed facts. Stories shared on social media spread quickly, and not every detail can always be independently verified. No matter which reports eventually prove true, the larger message still has value. Basketball has always been about more than awards or endorsement deals. The greatest athletes are remembered not only for their achievements, but also for the positive impact they have on teammates, communities, and future generations. Whether you have followed the WNBA for years or have only recently started watching, this is an exciting time for women's basketball. New stars continue to emerge, veterans keep raising the standard, and every season creates unforgettable moments that remind us why we love this game. The next chapter has not yet been written, and that is what makes following this journey so exciting. Thank you for watching until the very end. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another basketball story. We would also love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What has impressed you most about Caitlin Clark's impact on the game? And which player do you believe has contributed the most to the growth of the WNBA? Join the conversation respectfully, because every opinion adds value. Until next time, stay safe, keep supporting the game you love, and we'll see you in the next video.